It's time for the most anticipated fights of this decade.
This is gonna prove who the best fighter in the world is.
Errol is the most dangerous fighter in boxing.
When I see weakness, I go for the kill. I'm gonna win. It's simple.
This kid is something special.
I got the drop on all of the ops. I swear I ain't missing a target. I promise that it's too legit. Let it drip in the faucet. Somebody come turn off the water.
Yo, baby, the Ennis Express is a runaway train.
Say it out loud. I swear to this.
Roiman Villa. Oh, left hook.
Just so you're proud,
Jaron Ennis versus Roiman Villa on Showtime.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and welcome to Atlantic City, New Jersey as Premier Boxing Champions presents our official weigh-in for tomorrow's exciting night of boxing from the Jim Whalen Boardwalk Hall. It is all brought to you by TGB Promotions and Showtime, sponsored by DraftKings Sportsbook. Now, before we get to our main card on Showtime tomorrow night, we will have our Showtime countdown prelims that begin at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific, being streamed on the Showtime Sports YouTube page. And now, we will introduce our first bout on that countdown prelims show. It is 4 rounds in the super welterweight division. Introducing first out of Las Vegas, Nevada, with a record of 2 wins, including 1 by knockout. Here is Henry Rivera. And now we welcome his opponent out of Paterson, New Jersey. His record, unblemished, 3 victories, all 3 wins by knockout. Here is Dwight, the Silverback Flemings Jr. And now first up onto the scale once again, here is Henry Rivera. $156.5 for Rivera. And now his opponent, once again, the undefeated Dwight, the Silverback Flemings Jr. 156.5 for Flemings. This is our first bout, kicking things off on our Showtime countdown prelim, starting at 7:30 p.m. local time, 4:30 p.m. Pacific. 4 rounds in the super welterweight division. Dwight the Silverback Flemings Jr. taking on Henry Rivera. And now we continue with our weigh-ins, 8 rounds in the heavyweight division. Coming now to the stage out of Toledo, Ohio. His record, 6 victories, all 6 victories by knockout, no defeats, and 1 draw. Here is James Nothing Nice Evans. And now his opponent, getting set to step onto the stage out of Reading, Pennsylvania. His record, 5 victories, all 5 victories by knockout, no defeats, and 1 draw. Here is Steven Double XL Torres. And now first up onto the scale, once again, James Evans. 225 and a half, 225 and a half pounds for Evans. And now his opponent getting set to step onto the scale, Steven Double XL Torres. $239 on the dot for Torres. A heavyweight showdown for the Showtime Countdown prelims. 8 rounds in the heavyweight division. Steven Double XL Torres taking on James Nothing Nice Evans. And now we continue with our weigh-ins. We go to 8 rounds in the middleweight division. Coming to the stage out of Virginia Beach, Virginia. His record undefeated, 5 victories with 4 wins by knockout. Here is William Turbo Townsend. And now we welcome his opponent out of La Romana, Dominican Republic, undefeated, 4 victories, all 4 victories by knockout. Here is Yuri Cedeno. And now stepping onto the scale once again, William Townsend. 157 and a half, 157 and a half for Townsend. And now his opponent getting set to step onto the scale once again, undefeated Yuri Cedeno. $159 for Cedeno. This will cap off our Showtime Countdown prelims tomorrow night. Once again, Yuri Cedeno taking on William Turbo Townsend. And now it is time for our weigh-ins for our main card on Showtime tomorrow night. We will turn things over to the legendary Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to you from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Premier Boxing Champions continues with our official weigh-in as we move to the featured portion of our big night of action taking place tomorrow night at Boardwalk Hall here in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And it's all brought to you by TGB Promotions and Showtime. Opening attraction live on Showtime Championship Boxing commences at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, 6:30 in the West, and is presented in association with Samson Boxing. At this time, we bring our fighters to the stage, featuring a hard-hitting showdown in the lightweight division. First, please welcome from Allentown, Pennsylvania, the always game and ready lightweight contender known as Blessed Hands. Please welcome Joseph Adorno. And his opponent to the stage at this time from Santo Domingo in the Dominican Republic. He is the Southpaw Banger Rising lightweight, Edwin De Los Santos. Let's bring our fighters to the scale at this time. Weight limit is 135 pounds. We are fighting for the WBC Continental America's Lightweight Championship. First with a record of 17-2-2 with 14 knockouts. Here is the knockout-minded, blessed hands, Joseph Adorno. Joseph Adorno weighs in at 135 pounds, right at the limit, 135. Let's bring his opponent to the scale at this time. 15-1, 14 big wins coming by way of knockout, the hard-hitting lightweight contender Edwin De Los Santos. Edwin De Los Santos weighs in at a trim and ready 133 pounds. 133 for Edwin De Los Santos. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. The WBC Continental America's Lightweight Championship is at stake. Edwin De Los Santos versus Joseph Adorno. All right, fans, here we go from Atlantic City, New Jersey. Premier Boxing Champions continues with our official weigh-in. This time we move to our co-main event of the evening, presented in association with King's Boxing. First to the stage, please welcome, fighting out of Las Vegas by way of Havana, Cuba, the undefeated power-punching middleweight. Please welcome La Joya, Yoelvis Gomez. And his opponent to the stage at this time, fighting out of Houston, Texas, the skilled and clever-minded middleweight contender, introducing Marvelous Marquis Taylor. And our fighters are just about ready to step onto the scale. Middleweight attraction, 10 rounds of boxing. It's our co-main event of the evening. First to the scale, undefeated in his campaign. Record 6 wins, no losses. 5 wins coming by way of knockout. The hard-hitting southpaw La Joya, Yoelvis Gomez. Yoelvis Gomez weighs in at 159 pounds, 159 for Yoelvis La Joya Gomez. And now his opponent with a record of 14 wins, 1 loss and 2 draws, the respected middleweight contender. This is Marvelous Marquis Taylor. £158 for Marquis Taylor, 158. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, a co-main event of the evening, middleweight special attraction. Marvelous Marquis Taylor versus Yoelvis La Joya Gomez. All right, fans, here we go. Premier Boxing Champions presents the official weigh-in for our featured attraction of the evening. The interim IBF welterweight world championship brought to you by TGB Promotions in association with D&D Boxing, along with Samson Boxing and Showtime. Our sponsor for this, our main event, DraftKings Sportsbook. Time to bring our fighters to the stage at this time. But first, from Barranquilla, Venezuela, the determined power punching challenger, ranked the IBF #2 welterweight in the world. Please welcome Flaco de Oro, Roiman Villa. And his opponent, the rising star from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, one of boxing's biggest punchers, the undefeated interim IBF welterweight champion, Jaron "Boots" Ennis. Our fighters are ready to step on to the scale. This is 12 rounds of boxing for the interim IBF welterweight world championship. Weight limit on this fight is a very strict 147 pounds. To the scale at this time, 26-1 with 24 big wins coming by way of knockout. The knockout-minded world-ranked challenger, Flaco de Oro, Roiman Villa. Roiman Villa weighed in 146.5 pounds, 146.5 pounds for the challenger. And now the champion to the scale with a sensational record of 30 wins, no losses, 27 big wins coming by way of knockout. Here is the undefeated, hard-hitting, interim IBF welterweight world champion, Jaron "Boots" Ennis. Boots Ennis weighs in at a ready 145.5 pounds. 145.5 pounds for Jaron "Boots" Ennis. There they are, ladies and gentlemen. The last time they'll face each other before they meet in the center of the ring tomorrow night for the main event on Showtime Championship Boxing, presented by Premier Boxing Champions and brought to you by TGB Promotions, D&D Boxing and Samson Boxing, along with Showtime. Jaron "Boots" Ennis versus Roiman Flaco de Oro Villa. Rules meeting on behalf of the commission here, the Villa camp and Ennis camp. Make sure you stay for the rules meeting.
It's time for the most anticipated fights of this decade.
This is gonna prove who the best fighter in the world is.
Errol is the most dangerous fighter in boxing.
When I see weakness, I go for the kill. I'm gonna win. It's simple.
This kid is something special.
I got the drop on all of the ops. I swear I ain't missing a target. I promise that it's too legit. Let it drip in the faucet. Somebody come turn off the water.
Yo, baby, the NS Express is a runaway train.
Say it out loud. I swear to this.
Roiman Villa. Oh, left hook.
Just so you're proud,
Jaron Ennis versus Roiman Villa on Showtime.
I've seen my future. Let me show you yours.
Boom! There it is. It's a win-win.
Touchdown!
click, boom. You can't deny the people what they crave. I like this plan. This is a good plan.